Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 44. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10, looking to throw. Complete here to Bowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
From the 46. That's him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. He's dropping back to throw. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts from the goal line. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. This into the hands of Will Dissly. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Gets his tight end on the corner route. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers start off well to tie things 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's second and 7. Brought in right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the 28. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Third down from the gun. On the move, headed right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Running behind center with Wright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Finds a man right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They run again with Wright. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Right again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert throwing on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers with 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Forced out to his right. Wright reels it in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Wright running out of the gun. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's chopped down at the 3. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. They run in from the gun with Wright. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Now a run with Wright. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down. Big gain downfield. Touchdown! The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Has the connection to Wright. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, Herbert. Completed here to Johnston. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
That throw finds Johnston. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running right. Here's Wright. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Herbert from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 3rd and just 2 to go. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Herbert to throw once more. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Wright gets it, headed right. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Working quickly here.
It's 4th and goal.
He's back to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Chargers 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Able to find Wright. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. He took him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He finds McConkey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At their 48-yard line.
A give to Wright. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, Herbert. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running it with Wright. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Raiders leading by 7. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Able to get it to Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. In this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Could not beat the defender there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, that was a nice job. Just sit there, put a hand out there, and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.